What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Rambling Garage. Today we're going to take a look at, as you can tell by the title, putting in a new garage door opener. When we bought this place, it came with the standard overhead garage door opener. And as I've alluded to you guys a few times, I think, we really want to put a 4-post right here so I can stack some cars for storage. Since the ceiling heights are only about 10 feet, we're not going to be doing a whole lot of work, so we won't do a 2-post. I really just want to be able to store 4 cars in here. So to do that, we're going to mount a garage door on the wall, or a garage door opener. So in order to do that effectively, hopefully if you guys can see down here, I want to angle you down. So in order to do that effectively, we got this Chamberlain wall mount direct drive garage door opener. If you don't know, Chamberlain is owned by LiftMaster or vice versa. So this will work with our existing LiftMaster garage door, and it will use the MyQ app so we can control it all on our phone. I really just want to dig in here and see what's all here. I want to see how big it is and see if it's going to fit where we put our wiring in our last video. So I think that's enough talking. Let's open this thing up and see what we got. Alright, so just taking a look. I bought this brand new, so this is kind of how it comes. Packaged very well. Has the opener itself. Here we have, I think this, I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what this is. I didn't open it up all the way. Oh, this is the light. So we're not gonna use this, but you can use the, come on. There's a light. This is to lock the door. So we will use that. These are the brackets for, I want to say, these guys maybe, or it's for the door lock. I'm not sure. I'll take a look. Wiring for just about everything. It does have a battery backup, so if your power goes out, you can still open and close your garage door. We have our switch here for the wall, which I'll probably do right away. Our remote, which we're not going to use, because I have some other ones from the house. And then just our odds and ends, drywall anchors and stuff like that, and the bracket that hooks it on the wall. So, got everything here. This looks nice and brand new. Do also have our shaft adapter. So the large side goes on the opener, and the smaller side should be compatible with the shaft that your spring is on. So, just looking at the paperwork over here, we do have a couple of things that we need to pay attention to. For one, we need to make sure that, let's see, we need to have 4 to 6 inch straight drums. It says that twice. And then we just need to make sure that we have, where is it here? 2.5 inches between the wall and the center of the torsion bar, and minimum of 3 inches between the ceiling and the center of the torsion bar. So we have obviously 3 inches there. And then must have a minimum of 8.5 inches between the sidewall. Since we're putting it there, we're fine. We may be fine over there too, but I want to run it right there. And then you need an electrical outlet within 6 feet. So, looks pretty easy. Let's just make sure that we have this gap here, 2.5 inches between the wall and the center of the torsion bar. I'm pretty sure we do up there, but let's check quick. So, oh yeah, we've got about, you can't see that. I'd say we have about 3.5, so we should be good to go. So we're gonna get this mounted up here, and we'll run through all the wiring and stuff. Should be pretty straightforward. Your first 2 steps are gonna be taking these darker screws, and you put them in there. You're gonna keep this loose because we're still gonna drill those and make sure everything is level. Also have to set your positioning away from the wall and everything, so keep that loose. Also going to take a 3/8 wrench and put these on like this. It looks like they want them to come straight out and straight up. So 3/8 wrench, you'll do it hand tight and then do a 1/4 to a 1/2 turn with the wrench. So we are ready to put it up on the wall. We're going to mark our holes for this, drill those, and then use some lag bolts to anchor those in. All right, so we got up here, we marked our pilot holes, we marked them twice. The ones on the left are the ones I'm gonna use. I did that by getting level on the side. So I know that it is gonna be horizontal with the door. And then I did it on the back as well to make sure that we have even spacing. That's a little less important, but I want it to look right and be vertical. So I got this tightened down. When you're up there, if you want to tighten that down to get your marks a little more easily, you can do that. At that tightened. So I'm going to go drill some 3/16 pilot holes on my marks. And then we're going to use these lag bolts to get that drilled into the wall. Okay, I got it up there, I got the lag bolts in just to show you guys what I was talking about regarding leveling. Turn back up here. Here. Pretty level there. I kind of wonder if we can bump it out just a touch, but it's pretty dang good there. And then back here, also pretty good there as well. So, not perfect, but it is, I think, in a good spot. If we have to adjust it later, we can. It does move a little bit once you start screwing those down up top. So that's what we got there. I'm gonna take a little break here and then we'll come back. I think we have the wiring and stuff like that. And then we just have to set the upward and downward travel, all that fun stuff. So I'm gonna take a break. I'll come back and pick up where we left off. All right, guys, making progress. This isn't supposed to be a how-to, but just showing you guys my progress. So I got these wired up. I left some slack there in case we need to change anything, or else we'll just loop them in and staple them in there. Kind of same deal over here. Got that all here. This is all excess. I'm going to tuck that in there nice and cleanly once we get there. But we have our door lock here, so you do need to drill some holes here. Put that in place, so that will automatically actuate. We have our sensor there. And everything is run up here. It is put in here nice and neatly. So this is powered on now. We're plugged in. So we go back. Hopefully we have a light back there or something. We got a light? We do. So we got both lights. I did mount these. That's gonna drive me nuts. I'm gonna have to switch it up or something. I don't know. But that'll drive me crazy. So whatever. Here, we don't need the app. This will help me a little bit to make them feel similar. They're not the same. Anyways, we have to set our door profile up there and set our travel limits, and we should be pretty much done, I think. So I'm gonna set that real quick, and then we'll do a little demo and review. Well, I got a little wire tucking to do, but it's in. Have the remote. I'm gonna program it to my other remotes, but get an idea of how quiet it is. And there you hear the lock. Lock's right there. So locked. And we're done. The only other thing I have to do, I'm going to tuck the wires. I have to screw these into place, so I got to run a bolt through here so those don't move. No real urgency on that. So I'll tuck the wires. I did not use the light that is right there. I did mount it on the wall like you guys saw. I'm going to have to change one of these out because this is going to drive me absolutely nuts. But well, I would have the light button if we had a light. And then it is motion sensing as well, so that light turns on. So, kind of cool. I don't know what the sensor's for. Oh, must be the motion sensor. Duh. So, we'll keep that off because we're not going to use it. Yeah. Works good. So, I'll tuck those wires, I'll come back, and we'll finish out this video. Well, got our wires tucked, everything's looking good. I think I'm going to leave this just like this. I don't really like the that thing down there hanging off it. So I like how it looks, nice and out of the way. I have a feeling Katie's gonna want me to put one right there, which I guess I wouldn't be totally opposed to. Super quiet. I don't know if the audio does it any justice, but it is pretty dang quiet. Now that we have it installed, I want to do a quick video. Hopefully this picks up the sound, but I just want to compare how loud this guy is compared to this. and the speed. So we're gonna actually do both up first at the same time. I think the wall drive is a little slower, but we'll see. Push them at the same time, we'll see what happens. So much for being slower. Let's do noise. We'll start with this guy first. Wrong one. And then this one. So I'd say this one's probably 2 to 3 times as loud as this one. This one's actually faster, which could be because the door is a little lighter. Maybe, I don't, the spring does most of that. So I'm not sure, but there you have it. Little noise comparison, little speed comparison. I'm so happy to have a freaking garage door here. Anyways, let's wrap this video up. Last little random tidbit. You do need to install this light or you cannot use the MyQ app. MyQ app is very nice and I like using it. So I guess that I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'm going to put it somewhere. I don't want it looking goofy on the wall, but we'll see. So, more you know. So that's going to be a wrap, guys. This is the MyQ by Chamberlain, the wall mount, direct drive, whatever you want to call it. It is nice. I didn't mention earlier, it mounts on either side of the door, so that shaft goes all the way through. I did run into one little hiccup that I didn't show on camera, and I was trying to use a drill to show how, or you're supposed to test the limits. If it goes down and hits something, it should go back up. Well, I used a drill and it kind of cockeyed on me, and then the wires popped off the drums. So I had to fix that. Not an issue with the garage door opener itself, but yeah, just use a 2x4, something flat, and test it that way. So got that fixed up. It looks nice up there. It's going to look even nicer once I get some drywall up there. Look more complete. Got all the wiring tucked behind it. I'm probably going to do, once we get that up there, I'll probably do like outlets with, you know, a way for the wires to go cleanly through the wall. But that'll be once we get to it. All in all, very happy. Hoping this thing lasts a while. Be sure to comment below. I'll let you guys know if it lasts a while, a year or two from now. But all in all, I think it looks good. It's very small. It's kind of low-key, whereas these are just like in your face. But no, I kind of think I want to put another one up there for that door. We'll see. But let me know what you guys think. Sorry it wasn't an install video. There are plenty of install videos out there for these things. They're relatively simple. Yeah, that's that. Took me about 2.5 hours, I think, start to finish. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next garage video.